What did I do to you?
I think the question is, what have I done to you?
Beverly Johnson is so much more than a stunning face. She's an empire, and she's worked hard to use her favor to help others learn from her journey.
Welcome back. Still sitting here in awe. That's Beverly. She's right there. That's Beverly Johnson. So let's transition here. I want to talk about going from the supermodel to Beverly Johnson becoming icon, literally a brand, and the licensing. Because not a lot of people really truly understand the licensing thing.
Yes. Well, that came from knowing that the modeling career wasn't going to last long. So I decided that that you had to make the most of it, you know, while you can. And what happened was, I decided that I loved the industry because it gave me this whole kind of creative side of my brain that I never used before, being an athlete. And I just really worked very hard on not only having my face on the covers of the magazine, but also having my name included. And also sticking around so that people remember you.
That's right.
Because they're not going to remember you if you're not around, you know. So what happened was I got my first licensing deal in the early 90s. It was Beverly Johnson's eyewear line and all of the marine optical divisions of Sears. And it was a very, very successful line, and then it went on to the Beverly Johnson wig and hair extension line. And this is before I was wearing hair extensions. And people were saying, you shouldn't do that, you know, wigs. And I go by my gut instincts.
That's right.
My instincts said this is going to be great, and it was really wonderful. And I worked with a great Korean company, and we were really a part of revolutionizing the way women wear their hair. And it's, you know, we always have this love affair with our hair anyways. Yeah. I went from doing that with the Koreans, who really had a monopoly on the hair industry, where Beverly Johnson wig and hair extensions could be bought in any Korean beauty supply stores, 3,500 of them actually, throughout the nation and the world. But if you had a beauty supply store, you couldn't buy Beverly Johnson wigs and hair extensions because they wouldn't sell them to you.
Okay.
So I decided that I didn't think that was fair.
Yeah.
And when we left on very good terms with my Korean partners, but one of the things that I've always wanted to do was go into business for myself. That's what I did. I took a leap of faith, and I followed my dream, my passion, and it's been an amazing, exhilarating ride.
Wow.
And I tell you what I found out from that. I found that there's no such thing as retirement. That's all nonsense. And as long as you have your health and your strength, thank you God, that you always want to be utilizing your gifts, and that's what I'm doing now. My career has been extraordinary, you know, extraordinary to who I am today. And the journey just keeps continuing. And I'm very proud of what I've accomplished, the books, the movies, the television shows, the hosting, you know, you name it. I've done it, and I plan on continuing.
I'm just so thankful that he chose you to be on the forefront, and because now there are so many young girls that are following in that legacy, and they have some pretty big shoulders to stand on.
Oh, thank you. Onwards and upwards.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's such a pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining Lift Every Voice. It's Derek Watkins. Make sure you go to bet.com/Lift Every Voice. And I just shook Beverly Johnson's hand.
Hill Harper is perceived as one of the smartest actors Hollywood has ever seen. That would be correct.
My parents always instilled this in me. There's nothing you can't do. There's nothing you can't do, but you need a foundation to support it.